Bonnie Elizabeth Parker was born on October 1, 1910, in Rowena, Texas. She grew up in poverty, and her father died when she was only 4 years old. Despite these challenges, Bonnie was an excellent student and showed a talent for writing, music, and acting. She often performed in school plays and had dreams of becoming a movie star. Bonnie's ambitions and desire for a better life would eventually lead her down a dangerous path. Clyde Chestnut Barrow was born on March 24, 1909, in Tellico, Texas. He was the fifth of 7 children and grew up in a family that struggled financially. Clyde dropped out of school at the age of 16 and turned to a life of crime. He was first arrested for burglary and spent 2 years in prison. While in prison, Clyde learned from more experienced criminals and became a better thief. Bonnie and Clyde first met in Texas in 1930 when Bonnie was 19 and Clyde was 21. They were immediately drawn to each other, and their shared love of adventure and excitement brought them together. Bonnie was impressed by Clyde's daring and confidence, and Clyde was captivated by Bonnie's beauty and intelligence. The two quickly fell in love and became inseparable partners in crime. Bonnie and Clyde's criminal activities began with stealing cars, which they would then use to commit robberies. They were initially part of a larger gang of thieves, but eventually struck out on their own. The couple's crimes quickly escalated to more serious offenses like armed robbery and murder. They would often target banks, gas stations, and stores, and they were known for their violent and ruthless behavior. Bonnie and Clyde's escapades took them through several states, including Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Louisiana. They were experts at evading the law, often switching stolen cars and hiding out in remote areas. Bonnie and Clyde lived on the run, constantly looking over their shoulders for law enforcement. Their crimes and violent behavior quickly made them public enemies number one. Despite the massive manhunt, Bonnie and Clyde remained on the run, and their legend only grew. They became folk heroes to many people who saw them as standing up to the corrupt banks and corporations that were causing so much hardship during the Great Depression. Their exploits were romanticized in the media, and they were often portrayed as modern-day Robin Hoods. One of Bonnie and Clyde's most notorious crimes was the murder of 2 highway patrolmen in Grapevine, Texas, in 1934. This crime marked a turning point in Bonnie and Clyde's story. It brought them more attention from law enforcement and increased the intensity of the manhunt for the couple. It also brought criticism from the media and public who began to see Bonnie and Clyde's true colors. The law enforcement agencies assigned to the case were the Texas Department of Public Safety, the FBI, and local law enforcement. They were determined to catch Bonnie and Clyde and put an end to their life of crime. On May 23, 1934, the two were ambushed and killed by a posse of law enforcement officers near Sales, Louisiana. Bonnie was 23 years old, and Clyde was 25. The ambush took place on a rural road while Bonnie and Clyde were driving in their stolen Ford V8. The law enforcement officers had set up an ambush, and when Bonnie and Clyde drove into the trap, the officers opened fire, unleashing a hail of bullets that killed both of them instantly. The ambush was a dramatic end to Bonnie and Clyde's life on the run, and it marked the end of their criminal spree. After their deaths, Bonnie and Clyde's story continued to capture the public's imagination. Their legend grew, and they became icons of American popular culture. Their story has been retold in countless books, movies, and TV shows, cementing their place in history as infamous outlaws. However, it's important to remember that Bonnie and Clyde's crimes had real victims. They caused pain and suffering for many people, and their actions should not be glorified or romanticized. While they may have captured the public's imagination, it's crucial to remember the harm they caused. In conclusion, Bonnie and Clyde's story is a complex one that continues to fascinate people to this day. Their lives were marked by poverty, ambition, and a desire for adventure that ultimately led them down a dangerous path. Their crimes were violent and ruthless, and they caused harm to many people. While their story may be entertaining, it's important to remember the real-life consequences of their actions. Thank you for watching this episode of History Uncovered. If you found this video informative and engaging, please like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from the past. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so that you never miss a new video.